Hello and welcome back to the SRL iRacing League. Today we're here for race number 16 at Kentucky and the third race of the chase as well. So, a few things to talk about before we go into this one. First off, let's get to some of these new drivers. We got two of them. Let me just pull up the graphics here. And we'll go over some other drivers. So first time these drivers have come here at Kentucky Speedway. Of course, this track isn't run in real life anymore by NASCAR, but we come here today for the SRL Racing League. And yeah, so there's your starting lineup. We'll get to that in just a second as these drivers go around for warm-ups. Your new drivers today. If I could find them here, give me one. Alright, so you got the 27 of Nicholas Monicelli making his first career start today. And then you have the 23 as well. That's Charlie Bear making his first start today here at Kentucky as he running that Lionel Racing number 23 Ford Mustang. So glad to have both of them. There's the 27, a bit unsponsored it looks like. Oh shoot, wait, hold on. I didn't have trading paints loaded, so their paint schemes might change. So we'll take some time to let that load, and let's go look at last week's winner, which is Sam Brochu. He is now on the racetrack right now, but right now Sam Brochu already opening up the chase with 2 wins. Let's see if he can make it 3 tonight, or if someone else can stop him like when all these other chasers. We saw Jonathan Parker, Barrett Polhimus, all of them fast at Michigan. Just couldn't get the job done. So you see Jason Rajok right now, fastest in this warm-up. Glenn Bunger and Michael Kenner right behind him. So as warm-ups come to a close, just trying to pull back up the leaderboard and camera settings. So we have 7 seconds to go. It looks like Jonathan Parker is going to top the charts in that 21 machine. So that's the end of warm-ups. Only 10 drivers setting a lap there. So as we come into these, as the field starts gridding up, we're gonna do some that we haven't done before. So we're gonna go do a little 4-wide salute for about 4 or so laps and tribute to Ken Block, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago. So we will be doing that, and I will be silent during it. So about 4 or so laps under pace laps, a 4 wide salute for Ken Block. So these drivers will start lining up 4 wide each row, or 3 wide. As you see thinning out 4 wide, we will pay tribute to Ken Block. As the field starts to line up, get to your starting lineup here. So on the pole, you have Jonathan Parker in the 21, right beside him, Christian Pacheco in the 88. Row number 2, John Lynch in the 54, and then Elliot Drumman in the 94. Row number 3, Glenn Bundren in the 37, and then Jason Rayjock in the 71. Row number 4, Ethan Fonseca in the 43, Riley Marabello in the 52, and then row number 5, Xander Short in the 12, and Alexander Schumacher in the 09. So 15 total cars set a lap. Broshu, Kenner, Walls, and Bursiaga did not set a lap. As here we go, the sun is setting. A very beautiful racetrack right now. And all eyes are on that 21 who is going to lead us to the green flag. Entering the Geico Restart Zone. Green flags out here at Kentucky. Parker's going to lead lap 1. Christian Pacheco got really tight on that start and went up the racetrack. I think he might have hit the wall, but he lost a lot of ground all the way back to 5th now, as Bundren, Drumman, and Lynch got around him. So a bit of a minor setback for that 88 machine. Right now, the 21 of Jonathan Parker, he is up front leading this one, and he's got a nice lead over Glenn Bundren right now. On that initial start, Barrett Polimas, he was blocking someone way down the racetrack, and now he is a bit off the field. Let's go back and see what happened. As we got a crash, the 27 and the 1. That's Michael Walls and Nicholas in the 27. We'll go back and look at Barrett's little incident there in just a moment. But we'll go back and see this incident first. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like Nicholas got loose back up into the racetrack and collects. Actually, is that the 23 as well? Yes, it was. So both of the new drivers involved in this first incident. Very interesting. Michael Walls also getting a piece of it. Go back and see what happened. It looks like the 27 just got loose off the corner. Right in front of Charlie. And nowhere for Walls to go. And as I mentioned with the 79, I want to go back on that initial start. See what happened here on the back straightaway. Michael Kinner behind him. Just blocking all the way down the racetrack, and wow, almost lost his race car, but luckily he saved it. So already a few playoff drivers having trouble. Barrett Polimas, he got his car back going straight. But Michael Walls in that 1 has to fix some damage. So all 3 of those drivers who wrecked, they're down pit road. So is Alexander Schumacher in the 09. He's coming out now. Still rocking that Michigan-inspired paint scheme, but we all know the Kentucky Wildcats are better. So let's talk a bit about the Speedway. You know, one of the newer entries into NASCAR, repaved back in 2016. Then the NASCAR stopped going here back in 2021. Cole Custer was the final winner here, but this league SRL, they're ready to conquer this racetrack, or someone's ready to conquer this racetrack and edge their name into the win history here. So Parker chooses the inside. Drumman's going to be the first one on the outside as Bundren stays behind the 21. There's not a lot of drivers on that outside lane. 6 to be exact. But right now, the top 4 full of playoff drivers. And then you got 2 non-playoff drivers starting in row 3. That's John Lynch in the 54 and then Xander Short in the 12. Of course, John Lynch, this is his 3rd or 4th start this season. Xander Short as well. It's not his 3rd or 4th start, but he's made very few starts in this league. Also got the pole last weekend, so that was a pretty big surprise to all of us. Back up front with Jonathan Parker, though. That's again leading early here. He did lead early at Michigan, but came up just a little bit short. I think he finished top 5. Back into the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. So the 27 of Nicholas Monticelli still down pit road. Still trying to repair his race car. He's a few laps down now. Everyone else basically out. As we come on to lap number 8, still Jonathan Parker leading. Glenn just behind him. And these two drivers up front, definitely some of the most hungry to get their first career wins. They've been close a few times. Another driver that might have them beat, that's still looking for that first win, is Riley Marabello, who's right now back here in 11th. He's been close many times, just like the front two, just hasn't been able to find victory lane. As we had a car loose, I think it was the 88 of Christian Pacheco. I saw some smoke in front of them. As Nicholas will retire from the race, so a short-lived first start for that 27 machine. Pretty calm race right now. Jason Rayjock, Xander Short, they're battling for that 5th spot. As Xander's going to try to shove that 71 up the racetrack, and he will, so Xander Short will make the pass for the top 5. As Rayjock, he's still looking, maybe not, he backs out now. Here comes Brochu underneath Rayjock. As right behind them, Fonseca is trying to pass Kinner. As Brochu still underneath Jason Rayjock in that 43-19. They're still battling back there. Finally, Kinner is going to get clear. Now here comes Pacheco up high on Ethan. As Ethan's going to get a bit tight entering the corner. And Rayjock almost just got turned there by Kinner. But as Sam Brochu is going to take that position. Now here comes the 52 of Riley Marabello. Tried to get underneath Ethan, but it didn't work. Christian Pacheco looking way high on Jason Rayjock, and he's got a good run on him. This is for 7th. As on the backstretch, Jason Rayjock blocked the inside, and Christian Pacheco said, alright, I'll take the outside. Right now, it might work out for him as he's still trying to make the pass, but right now he's going to have the run off the corner. Bit in the wall. Still trying to sit it in. Michael Kinner might look 3 wide here. Maybe not. Pacheco's going to clear, but also Michael Kinner, here he comes underneath Christian Pacheco, but now Pacheco's going to clear him. As in front of them, Xander Short is under attack by Sam Brochu for that top 5, and he will take it. So Brochu, who didn't even qualify, has already found himself into the top 5. Now here comes Christian Pacheco underneath Xander Short. Oh, tight up the racetrack, makes contact with the 12. That's going to draw both of them back a little bit. Here comes Michael Kinner on the outside now. Now we'll see if that damage affects the 88 or the 12. That was pretty significant contact there. But Christian Pacheco, he's going to sit into the corner. He will get clear of the 19. Maybe not. Here comes Kinner back on the outside. Riley Marabello with a desperate move down low underneath Jason Rayjock. Kind of surprised that 71 there. And now might look 3 wide underneath Christian Pacheco. Here he comes. As Kinner is going to clear Pacheco. Riley Marabello underneath now. As Pacheco way up the racetrack. but he's going to get passed by Marabella. So after that wreck, the 23 of Charlie Bear seems to be doing okay, but Michael Walls, one of your playoff contenders, looks to be a bit off pace with that damage. Currently about 10 seconds behind Seth in that 46. It looks like he's going to be a bit slow for the rest of the day. Back up front, pretty quiet as Jonathan Parker is pulling out to another nice lead. About half a second right now over Glenn, as Glenn hits the apron, gets a bit loose. That might allow Elliott Drummond to pass for second. Here he comes. Oh, Glenn's going to block way down low and make Elliott Drummond run that outside. Now can Drummond try to arc the corner to get to him again? He's got a nice run. Where will he go? He's going to stay behind the 37. Oh, now he's looking to the inside. Battle for second. Glenn's not letting him get it, though. That's holding him very tight against that line. Sorry, I just whacked my mic. It's back here. Riley Marabello, Michael Kinner, and Barrett pull him as they're still battling it out back here. Jason Rajok, I think that 88's tires might have gone away a little bit as he's falling back. As Kinner's looking underneath Riley as we have a battle for fourth now. Oh, Riley's getting turned, almost turned by Kinner there. Barrett's going to take advantage of that. Very, very close call indeed. Right there. I wish I could see, but my cat's blocking the TV screen. Go back and look at that real quick. Here we go. Entering turn number one. Riley in front of Kinner, and Kinner sends it in. Kind of slides up into Riley. Nice job by Riley not overcorrecting into that wall. As Polemus, he's underneath Kinner now. As my leaderboard, it's showing Michael Walls. He's got showing him in blue now, so he's already given the blue flag markers, and he's just very, very slow. A tough break for this one machine. As you see, Parker's not too far behind him. As Elliott Drummond and Glenn Bunchen, they're still battling for this second spot. As Elliott has a nice run, let's see if he's going to be able to pass. And it looks like he finally will. So Elliott Drummond up into second. So right now Ford's a Ford top three, and then a few Toyotas in fourth and fifth. Your highest Chevy right now is Jason Rajok in the 10, or in the 71. He's in 10th. Side by side up here in front of him, Xander Short, Michael Kinner. Now here comes Marabello, passing Kinner. All inside the top 10. This is battle for 6. They're slowly creeping in on John Lynch for that top 5. As he's kind of falling off now. And I think we had a car just pit there, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, never mind. I'm seeing things. I thought I saw a yellow front bumper enter pit lane, but I guess not. So you see the one of Michael Walls, he's going a lap down, out of the way of the leaders. And it looks like he's actually going to be coming down pit road. As Elliott Drummond, he's slowly gaining on this 21 machine. Might have saved his tires a little bit better. We are 26 laps into this thing. As Riley Marabello, he just made a pass for that top 5 on John Lynch. Now Michael Kinner to his outside. Looks like that 54, he's ready for a pit stop. His tires are shot as Xander almost just got into the back of the 79 there. Now that might allow Jason Rayjock to make a move on Xander. As John Lynch in this 54, he is dropping. Oh my, almost took out the 79. Everyone trying to take out Barrett right now. So 2 close calls for that 79 in just 1 lap. Don't look now, Glenn Bunger, and he's got Sam Brochu all over him. Oh, Bunger is going to get loose, and look out. What a save by this 37, and barely just tapped that inside wall, and he is good. Wow, I am shocked he held on to that. Let's go back and see that again. Holy cow, he might have just had the save of the year. Right now, Sam Brochu, he was just loose the whole corner, it looks like. Barely taps the wall. Good job not spinning it back up in front of the field. What a save by Glenn Bundren in the 37. Holy cow. You see, he's just gonna... Yeah, he's loose right there. Right in front of Sam Brochu. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. But he's going to lose a lot of time because of that. So right now, he is actually almost outside the top 10. As it looks like he's battling with a very, very loose race car right now. So coming to lap 31. Right now, Jonathan Parker still leads. But Elliott Drummond right there behind him. Riley Marabello, he is slowly closing in on Sam Brochu as well. So Elliott Drummond, he was second in points, but then had a miserable Michigan race. Finished way in the back and dropped him off a lot. Right now, Jonathan Parker, he took over second place in points behind Sam Brochu. And if I pull up the Discord here, we can take a look at the points real quick. I can find the points. We'll look at points in just a second. Elliott Drummond, he is going to easily take the lead there. As Jonathan Parker just lets him by. Realizes he's the faster car. So now new leader, that 94 of Elliott Drummond. As this is probably going to pull up something on the dash, so... Sorry. Hey, here, you take a look at your points. Sam Brochu leads. Jonathan Parker second, Elliott Drummond third, Christian Pacheco fourth. And the top 14 are all in the chase. Adam Allshire, I don't know where he went, but he's not here. He hasn't really showed up. Yeah, Jonathan Parker only 8 behind from Sam Brochu, so trying to close into that championship battle. Yeah, there are your points. As Elliott Drummond in the lead, and as we were, I guess, looking at the points, Jonathan Parker came down pit road. Same for Christian Pacheco. Michael Walls has retired from the event. He will be credited with an 18th place. So we'll see how big the undercut is. I think it's going to be pretty big. But as you see, the sun is going down. Nightfall is upon us. It's been a while, it feels like, since we've had a nighttime race. So this is going to be pretty exciting. So Drumman's still staying out. Still only 2 cars pitted there. It's 21 and 88. So you see John Lynch in that 54. He is struggling right now. He was in the top 5 just earlier. But this log run has really killed his race car. As more cars pitting, Xander Short in the 12, Seth Burciaga in the 46. He's been down pit road for a little while. And if I can find the 12 here, there he is coming out now, or coming into his stall. As the 21 of Jonathan Parker, he is 2 laps down compared to Christian, who is 1. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's showing him 2 laps down now, and that's going to hurt him. So unless it's just a visual glitch, we'll go back and see what happened. See if we can see anything on his pit stall. Looks like he might have... Pretty sure he probably sped down pit road here, because he stayed down pit road for a long, long time. Here he is coming in. Yeah, it looked like a good entry. But as you see, when he comes down pit road, tires, and stays on pit road for a little while. And now we have a caution, so that's going to really screw this 21 now, as he's going to be stuck 2 laps down. I'm not sure what the caution is for. But everyone who just pitted there might be in trouble. Oh, it's for your leader, Elliott Drummond. He's got a ton of damage to that 94. So both of your leaders today having issues. The 21 speeding on pit road, the 94 with tons of damage, and that toe link is junked. That's going to be a DNF for him. Go back and see what happened. There we go, all by himself out front. Oh, wow. Gets on that apron and a big hit into the wall. He barely tapped the apron and it's sitting in his car. That is, that's incredible. Go back again. Just minding his own business on the front straightaway. Hits the apron, gets loose on it, overcorrects up into the wall, and a big hit into that safer barrier. I can't believe that. If I can find the cockpit, we'll ride on board with Elliott Drummond, but that is just heartbreaking. I mean, old tires, your car's going to be slipping and sliding everywhere, but you wouldn't expect to do it on the front straightaway. Good job by the 25 and 52 to miss it. Same for everyone else. We'll watch in slow motion here. Yeah, you would expect that to happen in the corners, not the front straightaway, but here he comes and just touches the apron, and it gets his car loose, and then he doesn't expect it, overcorrects it into the outside wall, and around Elliott Drummond goes, and this is going to end his day. So Elliott Drummond Gonna try to repair that vehicle, but I don't see much happening out of that 94 for the rest of the day. So like we were saying, talking about Jonathan Parker, he is now stuck one lap down, going to be fighting, it looks like, Seth Burciaga for that lucky dog. Unless they might be able to take a wave around here. As they both might be taking a wave around to get back on the lead lap. Same for that 12 of Xander Short. Wait, no, these guys aren't on the lead lap. There will still be one lap down. But as Xander Short will be taking a wave around to get back on the lead lap. Jonathan Parker and Seth Burciaga will be taking a wave around to get a lap back, but they'll still be one lap down. So as we come across the line this time by, we will have another silent lap. Of course, Ken Block ran the iconic Monster Energy 43 and pretty much everything he participated in. So we'll be silent for this next lap until we go back green. Thank you for that little moment of silence for Ken Block. Very, very talented race car driver, but most importantly, just a great guy to be around and very well respected by all of his competitors and his just pretty much everybody in the racing community. So back under green, Sam Brochu leads. And again, we get this guy out into the race lead. Let's see if anyone can stop him. As a Seth Burciaga, he's just come back down pit road. So that's going to leave the lucky dog opening for the 21. He just has to hope for a wreck now. So Sam Brochu got out to a nice lead. Look at Alexander Schumacher, though. He's up high, challenging for this second spot on Riley Marabello. Michael Kinner just right behind him. And Alexander Schumacher, 2nd. Maybe he can pull off the upset here at Kentucky. You know, this is his own league. Hasn't found victory lane yet. Has found a few podiums, though. Right now, right behind Sam Brochu, and he's looking high. Here comes Alexander Schumacher. Brochu messes up the corner. New leader is Alexander Schumacher. So even though this is his league, he is kind of like the underdog here. Again, he hasn't really found victory lane. Not really the fastest each and every week, but has found a few podiums this season. Or right now, taking the lead from Sam Brochu there. And currently pulling away a little bit. So we're just under halfway through this race. So, pretty quiet for the most part. Everyone's single file. Except for maybe way back there. Sam Brochu, he has Michael Kinner on his back bumper right now. And then right behind Kinner, it's Marabello. Right behind Marabello is Polhimus. And then a little bit of a gap to Jason Rajok. So out of the 18, as we come to halfway this time by, the 18 that started, right now 4 of them looks like they have retired. 2 of them still in the race, but I don't think they're going to be coming back out. Of course, Nicholas in the 27, Michael Wells in the 1, they got into that first, or that, I think it was lap 3 or lap 4 wreck, and then Elliott Drummond, your most recent wreck, destroying his, race car. And I'm not really sure what happened to Seth, but he's been down pit road for a little while, ever since taking the green flag. Right now, Alexander Schumacher out front with a nice gap over Sam Brochu, and if he wins this race, I guess I'm gonna have to say Michigan's better. We'll just see. We still got 49 laps to go. So how about now that things have calmed down a little bit and everyone's single file, let's have a little crank it up. It's been a little while, but we will finally do one. The beautiful sound of these engines roaring around this mile-and-a-half racetrack. While we were gone, Riley Marabello, Michael Kenner, they're having a battle for this third spot right now. Side by side, Barrett not too far behind them. But up front, Alexander Schumacher, he's being caught by Sambrosius. These two are making contact off the corner, still making contact, and Kenner's going to turn Riley Marabello into the wall. I kind of saw that coming a little bit there. That's what the 21 wanted to see. He's going to get the lucky dog. And I don't know about that move. You never want to, I mean, you don't want to wreck anyone, period, but especially right rearing them like that, you don't want to do that. As Glenn walking down on the racetrack. So Schumacher, that's going to save him as well. He's about to get passed by Sambrosius. Go back and see that again. My bad. Let me get rid of the Rank It Up logo. There you go. Yeah, these two were just battling all around this racetrack during that Crank It Up. And underneath Kenner, sliding up into Michael Kenner, making contact. And then Kenner had enough and just turned him. Not too big of a hit to that outside wall, but still pretty significant. So that might cause some damage. See it from another view. So everyone down pit road. Not sure who's out first. Looks like it's going to be Sambrosius, then Jason Rejock. So like we said, Jonathan Parker back on the lead lap. We'll see if he's able to get back through the field and get up there and battle with the lead again. Still at least one more pit stop in this race. So you see Kenner way down low on that access road. 21 will be pitting this time by. I think Kenner might have gotten, well, it's going to be, never mind. I think Kenner might have gotten an EOL, so he's going to have to go to the tail end of the field. Or he got a penalty on pit road. And I know it said Elliott Drummond was not going to come back out on the racetrack, but he's actually out on the racetrack right now. 14 laps down, but still driving around, which is surprising because that right front just did not look too great on that race car earlier. So he's hoping maybe some of these drivers will DNF soon, and maybe he can make more passes. As these last two races, we were just talking about Michigan, it was not a great race for him. I think he might have lagged out and was just stuck 4 laps down the rest of the race. And now today, leading and probably about to schedule his green flag pit stop and touch the apron and spun out. So coming to 39 laps to go, this will be the choose cone this time by. As Broshu looking to take the top this time. So Sambrosius up high, Rejock down low. Schumacher low. And John Lynch up high. Riley Marabello And Charlie Bear down pit road. Been a quiet debut for that 23 machine. But he's been in and out of the top 10 a few times. Of course, got into that earlier wreck, so fixing all that damage. I'm trying to do Michael Kinner also down pit road. Riley Marabello just trying to fix all of his damage right now as he's coming out just behind Ryan Hyatt. So remember I said it was going to be a challenge for the 21 to make up all these positions? Well, he's fourth on the outside line, so that's already half the drivers he has to worry about. Or maybe less than half, but still. Quite a few drivers he's already gone around because of this choose cone. So he's already looking to get back up there pretty quickly here. As you know, you're going to have to save some tires. Maybe a 2-tire pit stop to end this thing. Maybe no tires. Maybe someone's going to try to save and make it all the way. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a caution. But we're coming back to the Geico restart zone. Sam Brochu is going to lead us with Jason Rage off to his inside. Green flag back in the air. As Rajock, not a good restart on that inside. That's going to allow John Lynch to get to his outside and Sam Brochu to pull away. Oh, Xander's very loose in the middle. I think he's wrecking. Yes, he is. There he goes around. Jack Stanley involved. Glenn Bundren. More cars. Lots more cars. Elliot Drummond in this one. Riley Marabello. Ethan Fonseca. Michael Kinner. Poor Elliot Drummond just wants to survive and already in a second wreck. There's Glenn Bundren there as well. I think Charlie Bear in that 23 was also involved. My God, all start with Xander Short getting loose off the corner. We'll go back and check that out. See, did he get touched by anyone? Nope, he just got loose off the corner. Down into Glenn Bundren. Up into Jack Stanley. There's Pacheco, Fonseca, and there's Elliot Drummond just running in there. And Riley Marabello also involved. I don't know how the 19 and the 52 got involved there, but we'll check back and see what happened. As we saw Glenn Bundren, he basically blocked the inside. Xander Short blocked the outside. And the rest was history, so here we go. Yeah, Glenn Bundren just backed down the racetrack right in front of the 52. Around he goes. And Charlie Bear and Michael Kinner, they just basically wrecked by themselves, it looks like, in the back. Just a lot to take place here. Yep, Drummond actually ran into the back of that 23. And Kinner actually got out pretty unscathed. Never mind, he touched the 37 there. So just a multi-car incident here at Kentucky. We'll watch it in slow motion here. Here we go. So Xander just way too high on those fresh tires. He's going to get loose on that seam and just could not keep his car straight. Then here comes Glenn Bundren. Does he touch Barrett? Barrett barely escapes, but Glenn Bundren does not. He gets hit. And then Glenn Bundren's going to spin down the racetrack. Xander's going to get hit by Stanley there. And then Pacheco as well. Bundren's going to spin back up in front of Ethan and collect Ethan. And then spin back down the racetrack and collect Riley Marabello. Ryan Hyatt somehow escapes. But here comes Marabello. Contact right there. And then in the back, the 19 and 23, they're already spinning. Let's ride on board with Ryan Hyatt here. See what he saw. So very lucky to not get involved in that one. As another caution here, I wonder who's going to pit, because if you pit here, you have more of a chance of making it. Of course, all the red cars who just wrecked there, they're all down pit road. Looks like Roshu might have stayed out unless they just already came down pit road. We'll check and see. Nope. So it looks like some of these drivers staying out. But yeah, this is going to be a fuel mileage race now if it goes green. Doesn't look like anyone else DNF'd from that wreck, but Glenn Bundren looks like he's staying down pit road for a little while. And now he's moving. And back into his stall. Just trying to fix some of that damage. So a couple of Toyotas up front, Sam Broshu with John Lynch behind him. And then Jason Rejock, Alexander Schumacher, Barrett Pulhimus rounds out your top 5. So choose cone should be this time by. And Broshu's going to choose the top. Same for John Lynch. So I'll give Rejock the inside. There's a few memorial paint schemes up front. Sam Broshu has a few decals on his car remembering Ken Block, and then that 54 running a Ken Block inspired paint scheme. It is a Ken Block memorial race. So you might see some of these drivers having decals and stuff on their race car. Here we go, rear chase, let's see. And you see on Sam Broshu's car that little decal that was made. He is honoring Ken Block today. We'll see if he can pull off the victory though, or maybe John Lynch can steal it behind him. So we'll see. Last time Jason Rejock did not get a good restart. We'll see if she can get a better one this time. As we are about to go back green. As entering the Geico restart zone, green flag back in the air. Broshu with another great restart on that outside. Side by side for second. That's going to allow Sam Broshu to pull away a little bit. John Lynch trying to fight hard on that outside, pushing really hard, trying to get around that 71. But right now, Rejock still to his inside. Lynch will finally clear for second, but not before Sam Broshu already pulls out to about a second lead. Like I said, once you get this 25 out front, it's going to be almost impossible to get him behind, excuse me. So we'll see, 32 laps to go. This is definitely going to be a strategy race, trying to save your tires and trying to save your fuel. Sam Broshu leads. John Lynch closing back in slowly, and then Barrett Pulhimus in third. And I would say Pulhimus has the longest winless streak here in the league, but that's actually Jaden Porter, who won Daytona and just dipped. Made a few other starts after, but not too many. But Barrett Pulhimus, he won the second race of the season back at Phoenix and hasn't won since. Has been close a few times, but just hasn't been able to find victory lane. As he looking in, big move underneath John Lynch, maybe not. I think he might have got close to the wall, got a bit spooked. Went down the racetrack a little bit. As Rajok's to his outside trying to make that pass. As Xander Short, he's come down pit road. I think he might retire that vehicle. He was a bit off pace. As Schumacher looking 3 wide with Pacheco and Marabello. I think he might have got forced into that position a little bit. And yep, Xander Short has retired. So now that the top few are single file, they are slowly closing in on that 25 again. As now Jonathan Parker, he's underneath Jason Rajok for that 3rd spot. As they both got around Barrett. But now Barrett looking back on the outside of Parker here. Still on his outside, so this is gonna... might allow that 79 to pass the 21. No, Parker's going to send it into the corner, trying to clear him, but Barrett still to his outside. Oh, Jonathan Parker very loose on the apron. Let's go loud. Pacheco. Oh, that was very close. Parker still trying to gather it up. Yeah, Jonathan Parker got on that apron and got him very loose. Christian Pacheco was looking 3 wide, and Parker came up with a racetrack and almost caused a collision there. They might have collided, but at least it wasn't a wreck. But yeah, that's going to make both of them fall back a lot here. And they just got to regroup, get back up there. As Jason Rajok, he's going around passing John Lynch for 2nd right now. Let's see if he has what it takes to pass that 25. Jason Rajok, 2 wins this season. It kind of stole both of them, one at Richmond and one at Darlington. Barrett Polhimus also to the outside, so John Lynch falls out of the top 3. So now, what do you do here? If you're Jason Rajok, you're in between 2 teammates right now. With Sam Brochu leading, and then Barrett Polhimus right behind Rajok. So I'm not really sure what the team name is, but he's in a sandwich. So we'll see what happens. As Rajok in the playoffs. I think he might have raced last week, maybe not. Missed Nashville. But did have a little playoff provisional, and I think he got a few points because of it. So we'll see if he can pull off a win here at Kentucky. Christian Pacheco into the wall a little bit back there. Remember, yeah, you want to battle and stuff, but you also got to save your tires. This race is going to end under long run as long as we don't have a caution. It's Michael Kinner trying to pass Christian Pacheco back here. That is for 7th, and it looks like he might be able to get around. Never mind Pacheco with the run. And Kinner's going to stay in front. Maybe not. Here comes Christian Pacheco back to the outside. As Kinner will finally clear. So we come to 20 laps to go here at Kentucky, and Brochu's pulling a lead now over Rajok. Now Alexander Schumacher, he's battling with Christian Pacheco back here. That is for ninth, and Pacheco. A few more spots, and he's outside of the top 10. Right now, everyone just single file, everyone just trying to figure out what line to run to make them go faster, as no one's really been able to catch this 25, and right now he's cruising for a third win already in this chase. And his 8th win of the season. As you see Riley Marabello, he's making the move on John Lynch. That is for 4th. We saw Marabello that first round of that first green flag run. He saved his tires the best. So we'll see if he's done that again, as now Jonathan Parker underneath John Lynch for that top 5, and he will take it. Schumacher and Kenner battling back there. As Kenner slowly creeping his way through the field again. So if Elliott Drumman does stay on the racetrack, he won't be able to pass anyone else, but he can pass Xander Short, who did retire, as you see Schumacher on the outside of Michael Kenner. So Elliott Drumman will be able to get a top 15 in just a few more laps here. Back up front, Sam Brochu just continues to pull away from Jason Rajok. As Barrett's trying to find a way around that 71, but just can't find that run. And now here he comes down low, maybe not back behind him. Barrett might have a run off of this corner, maybe not. Oh, into the wall a little bit there. That's going to hold him up. There's 14 laps to go. Sam Brochu now pulling away pretty big here. So Barrett's going to have to try to find a way around the 71 quickly. There we go. Barrett has a huge run down low to the inside. We'll see if Barrett gets desperate here, as he's going to send it into the corner. And will he clear? Yes, he will. So Barrett up into second. Let's see if he can track down Sam Brochu, who has about a second lead now. .11 laps to go this time by. Brochu still leads and still has the second gap over the 79. I believe it's probably over by this point, unless we get a caution or something happens, but I don't know if anyone will catch that 25. As Marabello, he might be trying to pass Rajok back here, and he is. Rajok going to crowd him to that apron a little bit. Marabello's still there. Nope, not for long. Rayjock's still trying to hold on. Now here comes Parker to his outside. Marabello's going to hold it. And Riley's going to try to set up another move here as we come to 9 laps to go. Barrett has not been able to pull into Sambrosio, but he did pull away a little bit from Jason Rayjock. So right now it looks like the battle for the podium spot is going to be on, but first and second place is pretty much set now. We'll see Riley Marabello back to the outside, now diamonding the corner, trying to get that run on Jason Rayjock. And you might have a decent sized run here on the 71. As Marabello's still trying to find a way. He slows up the corner, though. Here comes Jonathan Parker to his inside. This is for 4th. And Parker might be able to take that position. Yes, he does. So Jonathan Parker trying to get up there and get his first podium of the season. We'll see if he has what it takes to catch that 71. There's just 6 laps to go. It's still Sambrosio leading. And it looks like Barrett Polhemus is going to be the bridesmaid again. As here comes Jonathan Parker trying to look for that 3rd spot. Rayjock's going to definitely crowd him here. Maybe not. I thought he was going to be more aggressive. Parker trying to get around for 3rd, and he will. Maybe not. Yes, he is. Clear. Jonathan Parker up into 3rd in that podium position. 5 laps to go. Rayjock's got a run on Parker, though. Here he comes back to the inside. As Jonathan Parker's going to leave him a bit of room there. And he's going to hold on to the position. Well, we'll see if Riley Marabello will try to get around Jason Rayjock here. Any position counts towards points. So these drivers are going to be racing hard for this one. As here we go. They're almost 3 wide. Very close together. Riley Marabello all over the back bumper of Jason Rayjock. But Rayjock gets underneath Jonathan Parker. A great battle here for 3rd. These drivers are hungry for this 3rd spot. It's become to 3 laps to go. Sambrosio still leading this one. Still has about a 2nd lead over Barrett Polhemus. And it actually pulled away a little bit. As Rayjock looking to the outside. Now trying to diamond the corner a little bit to get back underneath the 21. We might see a battle for 6 as well with Schumacher and Lynch. Is Rayjock going to send it way into the corner? I think the 21 might have missed the entry. 2 laps to go for Sambrosio. As there you see Alexander Schumacher. He's making that move on John Lynch for 6th. And now we have a battle for 9th back there as well. Ethan Fonseca and Charlie Bear. As Schumacher makes that pass. Fonseca holds on to 9th. But out of turn number 4, Sambrosio sees the white flag. One more time around here at Kentucky. course, like we mentioned earlier, he has those Ken Block tribute stickers all over his race car. So this is going to be a pretty big victory tonight. A very, very special one for this 25 machine. Back there, Jason Rayjock takes back the position. And I think he's going to be able to hold on to third. I don't know what happened to Parker there, but he lost it in the final corner. And out of turn number 4, Sam Brochu's going to go 3 for 3 in the chase. He wins again. Barrett pulled him a second, and Jason Rayjock rounds out third. We'll go back quickly, see Rayjock's pass on the 21. As he just set him up, looked low. And just made the inside stick here. Jonathan Parker giving him a lot of room there. And then Parker gets a bit tight out of the corner and allow Jason Rayjock to make the pass. So Rayjock with the podium at the end there. We'll go find the 25 here who was going to do his celebration. So Sam Brochu, your winner. Sam Brochu's 8th win of the season comes tonight here at Kentucky. A very decent race, as we'll get to the podium finishers. Okay, hold on. All right, so I guess we'll get on to it here. Sam Brochu, 3 for 3 in the chase already and winning tonight here at Kentucky. How do you feel, man?
I don't really know, to be honest. I really botched qualifying. I ran the wrong steering pinion and hit the wall both laps, so starting 16th was definitely not on the list. But, you know, I want to say this, you know, with as much respect as possible, but it's pretty easy to get through the field, you know, early on. You just, you know, there's a way to push without saving tires, and that's exactly what I did. You know, I found myself 9th in 3 laps, and then I knew from there I was one of the faster cars on the track, and then, you know, got to 2nd after that yellow and saw Elliott commit die. That was kind of unsettling, and I think taught everyone a valuable lesson not to go below that the apron there. But you know, we played every move smart. Those last 20 or 30 laps were really stressful because, you know, over the course of the race, you know, everybody couldn't really hold it straight, especially in that middle run. So just trying to stay calm and, you know, hope for the best was really all I could do. And, you know, I was running a tribute for Ken Block there. You know, it was a really special race here, sort of tributing to him. And yeah, just again, hearts go out to his family. You know, it really sucks that he's gone. I really grew up with him, watching a lot of his Gymkhana stuff, so it really sucks to see that he's gone. But it was cool to win with a tribute on the hood there. And yeah, Talladega's gonna. So if we can't win there, then just hope we can get some more points.
Well, you're definitely going to increase your points lead because Jonathan Parker finished fourth. He was second in points. So that's going to help you out a bit there. But how about we move on to second place finisher Barrett, again finishing second. How do you feel, man? I mean, it was you kind of got there at the end, past Jason Rayjock, a bit late, but ended up second.
Yeah, it was a good race, especially considering starting where I did, botched qualifying. But yeah, it was just really hard to pass. Just single file dirty air fest, just like, well, a lot of the tracks now, unfortunately. So, yeah, sucks that the racing wasn't very good. It was clean for the most part. Sucks that my teammate got intent wrecked, but you know, I'm not really sure why that happens. But so, anyways. Yeah, I had a good battle with Jason there towards the end. It was really hard to pass because he was running a good line. He was running my line pretty much, and so I would get right up on him and get a run, and then I would just lose the air because lose the nose because of dirty air. But I was eventually able to get to the inside of him and make the moves taken. By that time, the tires are already shot. So it was good working up through the field. And congrats to my teammate for getting another win. He's a safe bet for the championship, that's for sure. So, yeah, just happy to actually finish well, and second place ain't bad for once.
All right, and Jason Rayjock comes home third. A nice last lap pass on Jonathan Parker to secure that podium position, and a very, very great battle with him. And I'm pretty sure it was Riley there at the end. How do you feel about this third place, Jason?
I was really happy to get third place. I was battling Jonathan there, and I'm like, I am getting a podium interview. I'm like, I'm not letting him take this from me. So, yeah, that was a very fun, clean battle with Jonathan there, and Riley got really tight there. Had to go down to the apron to make that pass. As I went down there, I'm like, ooh, because I know it's a little sketchy down there, but thankfully made it stick. And then, yeah, congrats to Sam. I was trying to stay with him. I just couldn't stay with him. And then Barrett was starting to catch me. Like, I'm just going to let Barrett go. Maybe he can do something and maybe I can benefit from it. But overall, good race for the Axiom Unbound Chevy. And glad to bring home another podium finish here for the season.
All right. Anyone else have anything for the broadcast?
I guess I'll go. I just wanted to say it was a really fun race. Really chaotic, especially after the really calm and laid back race we had at Michigan. This series keeps on providing, and as the races tick down and the points gap starts to spread, as for Sam's case, because he's running away with it. There's still positions to be figured out here in the championship, and as you can tell, every position matters. So got a lot of competitive people here who just want the best finish, and it's exciting to see a lot of people go at it. So had a really up and down race, led for a little bit, had some speed, and then I didn't, but I still am really happy with my race and had a good time like usual. Tried my best with calling everything out, and I feel like I did a good job with race control. Thank you to my admins, as per usual, for clearing blacks and taking care of anything. They did a great job. So, yeah, just really exciting race tonight. Can't wait to do points tonight and see what the point spread is. And on to next week at Talladega, where we're going to have hopefully a barn burner, 75 laps there. Last time we were at a plate track was the beginning of the season, where we unfortunately had too many yellows and I set the session short. So we're going to finally have a plate race with everything figured out. Hopefully we have a huge crowd, and I'm really excited for it. We're going to have a huge prize to give away, hopefully. And yeah, so really looking forward to it. And thank you as always for the broadcast. I'm sure it was really entertaining and really fun as usual. And yeah, thanks, man.
All right. Anyone else have anything? Elliot, Glenn.
Sure, I'll go. Or no, Elliot wants to go first. I guess I'll go.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I started third or fourth on the inside, Sat behind whoever had the pole, and was it Parker? Yeah, it was Parker. And sat behind them, burned up my right rear, and then faded to the back. With not much you can do on a one-lane racetrack. But yeah, just got in the back there late. Got in the crash once again. It wasn't my fault. Got destroyed 3 times. With people not holding the brake. Fun times. But we'll go right 3 of them at Talladega next week.
All right, Elliot, you can go.
I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Would have won the race. Things happen.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate what what took place there. I don't think anyone expected it. And
Screw Kentucky. It's a terrible racetrack. Always has been, always will be.
all right, well, thank you guys for showing up. Sorry about some of your finishes, but for others, great job on your finishes. I'll see you guys at Talladega. Should be a fun one.
All right. Thanks for the broadcast.
Thanks a lot, Bogey. I really appreciate it. See you next week, buddy.
All right, so there you go. Talladega next week. That's going to be pretty exciting. 75 laps around this track. Well, and that will do it for here, though, at Kentucky. Thank you all so much for coming out to this broadcast for this little Ken Block Memorial race. Sam Brochu with his 8th win of the season and already starting the playoffs with 3 wins. We'll see if he can make it 4 at Talladega, but I don't know anyone can win that race. I'll see you there.